morning. Good morning and salutations. I hope we are all doing well today. I woke up singing Aretha Franklin in my head. Each morning I wake up before I put on my makeup. I say a little prayer for you, and you, and you, and you. Alright, let's get to it. Let's see what the prophet has to say. An old man, a keeper of an inn, said, "Speak to us of eating and drinking." And he said, "Would that you could live on the fragrance of the earth, and like an air plant be sustained by the light. But since you must kill to eat, and rob the newly born of its mother's milk to quench your thirst, let it then be an act of worship. And let your board stand an altar on which the pure and the innocent of forest and plain are sacrificed for that which is purer and still more innocent in man. Why do we give thanks when we eat? We give thanks for those animals, those plants that died to sustain our existence. When you kill a beast, say to him in your heart, 'By the same power that slays you, I too am slain, and I too shall be consumed. For the law that delivered you into my hand shall deliver me into a mightier hand. Your blood and my blood is naught but the sap that feeds the tree of heaven. And when you crush an apple with your teeth, say to it in your heart, Your seeds shall live in my body, and the buds of your tomorrow shall blossom in my heart, and your fragrance shall be my breath, and together we shall rejoice through all the seasons. And in the autumn, when you gather the grapes of your vineyard for the winepress, say in your heart, I too am a vineyard, and my fruit shall be gathered for the winepress, and like new wine I shall be kept in eternal vessels. And in winter, when you draw the wine, let there be in your heart a song for each cup, and let there be in the song a remembrance for the autumn days, and for the vineyard, and for the winepress." Ooh, work is tomorrow. Which kind of makes sense. Work on Friday. Alright. Let's see. The Bhagavad Gita's verse today says, "Some look on the soul as amazing. Some describe him as amazing. And some hear of him as amazing, while others, even after hearing about him, cannot understand him at all. O descendants of Bharata, he who dwells in the body can never be slain. Therefore you need not to grieve for any living being." He who dwells in the body can never, your soul can never be slain, can never be killed. So don't grieve over a living being. For when this vessel is taken away, it's free to roam back to where it came. God calling. God's longing. Do you know what God longs for? I do. To the listening ear I speak. To the waiting heart I come. Sometimes I may not speak. I may ask you merely to wait in my presence, to know that I am with you. Think of the multitudes who thronged me when I was on earth, all eager for something, eager to be healed or taught or fed. Think as I supplied their many wants and granted their manifold requests, what it meant to me to find amid the crowd someone or two who followed me just to be near me, just to dwell in my presence. How some longing of the eternal heart was satisfied thereby. That's all God longs for, just to be with us. Comfort me, a while by letting me know that you would seek me just to dwell in my presence, to be near me. Not even for teaching, not for material gain, not even for a message, but for me. Can you imagine? The longing of the human heart to be loved for itself is something caught from the great divine heart. I bless you. Bow your heads. We long to be accepted as we are. Where do you think that comes from? It says right here, the longing of the human heart to be loved for itself, just as they are, is something caught from the great divine heart. Why do we have these longings to be loved for ourselves, for who we are? Because that's all God longs for. Just to be loved. Not to say, oh, I want something. Oh, can you bless me? Oh, can you heal me? Oh, can I have? It's not. God just wants to be with us. For us to enjoy being with God. And the only time that was capable of being done was in the Garden of Eden. When we had no wants. Until we decided we wanted more. No one has ever seen God. But if we love one another, God lives in us, and his love is made complete in us. 1 John 4:12. What an incredible thought. God can be seen in our home when we love those in our family. The God of the universe lives in our church, and God's presence can be recognized when we love those members of the church, those members of society. God's love is recognizable in your life when you love those around you. When we choose to be loving instead of petty, unforgiving, critical, and harsh to our brothers and sisters in Christ, God reveals his presence, power, and perfection in us. God is love. We reveal that presence when we love each other. So yeah, we may not see God face to face currently in our state of being. But when we do as God commanded us to do and love each other, we can show God. We can show who God is in our actions. You pray with me for a moment. Oh God, creator of everything that was and is and will be, please make your presence, power, and perfection known through our love for your children and our love for each other. In your holy name we pray. Amen. Be right back, folks. And we are back. Um, let us read the Stoic now. So I had to feed my cats. Don't seek out strife. I don't agree with those who plunge headlong into the middle of the flood and who, accepting a turbulent life, struggle daily in great spirit with difficult circumstances. The wise person will endure that, but won't choose it, choosing to be at peace rather than at war. Seneca. It has become a cliche to quote Theodore Roosevelt's Man in the Arena speech, which lionizes the one whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, compared with the critic who sits on the sidelines. Roosevelt gave that speech shortly after he left office, at the height of his popularity. In a few years, he would run against his former protege in an attempt to retake the White House, losing badly and nearly assassinated in the process. He would also nearly die exploring a river in the Amazon, kill thousands of animals in the African safaris, and then beg Woodrow Wilson to allow him to enlist in World War I despite being 59 years old. He would do a lot of things that seem somewhat baffling in retrospect. Theodore Roosevelt was truly a great man, but he was also driven by a compulsion, a work and activity addiction that was seemingly without end. Many of us share this affliction, being driven by something we can't control. We're afraid of being still, so we seek out strife and action as a distraction. We choose to be at war, in some cases literally, when peace is in fact the more honorable and fitting choice. Yes, the man in the arena is admirable, as is the soldier, and the politician, and the businesswoman, and all the other occupations. But, and this is a big but, only if we are in the arena for the right reasons. Alright. So, yesterday I did email thekuram.org.uk verse of the day to let them know that their verses were a little bit off. Let's see if they fixed it. And it's only been a day, but let's see. This is what it says. Oh. 43 verse 37. Nope. What they read was verse 36. If anyone withdraws himself from remembrance of Allah most gracious, we appoint for him an evil one to be an intimate companion to him. 37 says, such evil ones really hinder them from the path, but they think that they are being guided aright. This is saying that if a man deliberately turns away from God, or if men deliberately put away the remembrance of Allah from their minds, the natural consequence, under Allah's decree, is that they join on with evil, like consorts with like. We can generalize evil in the abstract, but it takes concrete shape in our life companions. The downward course in evil is rapid, but the most tragic consequence is that evil persuades its victims to believe that they are pursuing good. They think evil to be their good. They go deeper and deeper into the mire and become more and more callous. Them and they represent the generic plural of anyone who withdraws himself from Allah. So that's actually, I read you 2 verses, 36, which is what they read, and 37, which is what they said they were reading. But yeah, if you sin against your God, you notice that it's a pretty rapid downhill spiral downwards into more sin and chaos and destruction. We'll be right back, and we have the daily Torah to wrap up reading, and maybe a song or two. People are weird. That's all I've got to say. People are weird. Let's read the Torah, shall we? We're on Shemet or Exodus 15:27 through 16:10. 15:27. Oh yeah. And they came to Elim, where there were 12 wells of water and 70 palm trees. So they camped there by the waters. There's 12 wells for representing the 12 tribes of Israel. And they needed food, and God supplied them with food. They journeyed from Elim, and all the congregation of the children of Israel came to the wilderness of Sin, which is between Elim and Sinai, and on the 15th day of the second month after they departed from the land of Egypt. And they said, they didn't have any meat. Said, "Oh, that we had died by the hand of the Lord in the land of Egypt, when we sat by the pots of meat, and when we ate bread to the full. For you have brought us out into the wilderness to kill this whole assembly with hunger." Really? They doubted God. He just rescued them, and these people doubted God. And the Lord said to Moses, "Behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you, and the people shall go out and gather a certain quota every day, that I may test them, whether they will walk in my law or not. And it shall be on the 6th day that they shall prepare what they bring in, and it shall be twice as much as they gather daily." And Moses and Aaron said to all the children of Israel, "At evening you shall know that the Lord has brought you out of the land of Egypt, and in the morning you shall see the glory of the Lord. For he hears your complaints against the Lord. But what are we that you complain against us?" Because the Israelites went to Moses and they said, "We'd rather have died in Egypt, but you brought us out here where we're hungry." So they're complaining to man. And Aaron speaks for Moses and he says, "Why are you complaining against us? God heard your complaints, and he's going to bless you. This shall be seen when the Lord gives you meat." And Moses said, "When the Lord gives you meat to eat in the evening, and in the morning bread to the full, for the Lord hears your complaints which we make against him. And what are we? Your complaints are not against us, but against the Lord." When Moses spoke to Aaron, say to all the congregation of the children of Israel, "Come near before the Lord, for he has heard your complaints." Now it came to pass, as Aaron spoke to the whole congregation of the children of Israel, that they looked toward the wilderness, and behold, the glory of the Lord appeared in the cloud. These Israelites were brought out of Egypt. Their God performed miracles. Max, come here. And they still doubted him. And he said, "I will test you again." When he tests them, he tells them, "You gathered this much food, but don't keep it for the next day." And what did they do? Watch. Tomorrow we'll see. They still don't listen. They become greedy. Our Psalms today are Psalms 44 through 48. Redemption remembered in present dishonor. Psalms 45, the glories of the Messiah and his bride. Psalms 46, God, the refuge of his people and conqueror of the nation. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. God is in the midst of her, she shall not be moved. God shall help her just at the breaking of dawn. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Psalms 47, praise to God, the ruler of the earth. And Psalms 48, the glory of God in Zion. For this is God. Our God is forever and ever. He will be our guide, even to death. Let love be our guide. Imaginary angel. I'm doing well. How are you today? Glad you could make it to our sermon. We do these every morning, anywhere from 7 to 8. You can catch me online, and I post them to YouTube. You'll endure for a moment. I need to look up a song. Hi, Beatrice. I'm doing well. How are you? Welcome to the congregation for the sermon this morning. I'm glad you are doing fine. I like to say I am from Synapse in the mind of the all. But yes, I'm from the USA as well. I'm going to sing a song called Smile by Sidewalk Prophets. Sometimes we forget. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I am missing a couple teeth, but whatever. It's a smile in the eyes. Lost your cool, then you straight up lost your... Hold on, just one moment. Bleep. Let's start the song over. My neighbor needs sugar. Hold on just a second. Neighbors helping neighbors. Be right back. We're gonna sing Smile by Sidewalk Prophets. So pardon my voice. It's not always the best, especially when there's no music behind it. I try my best. God says make a joyous noise. It doesn't say you have to be perfect. So give me one moment. Okay, let's see. All right. To the song now. Oh, that's okay. Don't have to have teeth to smile. I don't know why the chat feed's not popping up. Weird. Lost your way, lost your cool, then you straight up lost your mind. Got hard, limp behind. Life is gonna pull you down, make it hard to see. But a little change in your point of view could be just what you need. There's always a reason to always choose joy. There's something deeper than the world can destroy. Smile when you think you can't. Smile, get up and dance. Smile, there's a bigger plan. Storm only lasts for a while. So smile. Thank you. Wonderful, doesn't stick around. Walking on sunshine, then here come the clouds. When you can laugh, when you can cry, when it all falls apart. But I believe the more you laugh, the more you heal the heart. There's always a reason to always choose joy. There's something deeper that the world can't destroy. Smile when you think you can't smile. Get up and dance, smile. There's a bigger plan and you've got a reason to smile. When you think you can't smile, just clap your hands, smile. There's a bigger plan, you've got a reason to smile. Sure, you can find me on Discord. Send me artwork there. I always love seeing the artwork. Yeah, there's always a reason to always choose joy. There's something deeper that the world can't destroy. Smile when you think you can't smile. Get up and dance, smile. There's a bigger plan, you've got a reason to smile. When you think you can't smile, just clap your hands, smile. There's a bigger plan, you've got a reason to smile. Go ahead, get on up and smile. You've got a reason to smile. All right. My Discord ID. Well, if you actually go onto my Twitch account, you can find my Discord group there. You can join the group, and then we can go from there. Thank you very much. And again, I always love to see other people's art, though I just redid my stream, so I probably won't be adding any art to it right now at this point. But I would love to, I probably should just take a day, and if it's okay with you, and I'll have to make sure it's okay with other people, just to show their artwork and maybe be an advertisement. That's all I can do at this point. I don't stream and make money off of this as of yet. But. Alright, I sent a friend request. I did. I added you. I have to figure out why my chat's not working. You guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time. Till next time. Blessings unto you.